turn the office lamp on?
Okay.
We have light, thank you. Okay, so welcome to part 2 of the videos from the Isle of Lewis and Harris. If you saw the last video, you will recall that I needed to speak to you from this little office here because the weather was a bit wild and it was very windy and it wasn't really accommodating to me standing and talking to the camera, talking to you. So that's why I'm here talking to you now, 2 months later, believe it or not. I am so far behind on these videos, it's unbelievable. So let's just jump into it, shall we? We are still sticking with the theme of handheld photography because that's basically all I had. I didn't have a tripod, and this time I travelled down to Harris. It had been raining constantly almost for quite some time, but I travelled down optimistic, hoping for a bit of a break in the weather.
It's a bit windy again, but this is Seilibost. And we're going to go over to Luskentyre. You've probably heard of it.
So I got to Seilibost, I was taking a few shots, the light wasn't great, then the clouds and the rain started rolling in and I decided to wait it out to see what would happen.
I tell you what, I have seen possibly the most stunning sight that I have ever seen when it comes to landscapes.
Yeah, so as you probably gathered, I thought that was absolutely amazing, that sight. In terms of how I did in actually capturing that, what I thought was an incredible moment, I'm not sure how successful I was, but I personally am happy with the image. That may be to do with the fact that in seeing the image I relate it to my own experience and being there and feeling the wind and the rain and just seeing the sight, and it was absolutely fantastic. Maybe it's that, maybe someone who's not had that experience might not be able to have the same connection with it, but either way it's a fantastic viewpoint. The sea's still gorgeous and that rainbow was absolutely outstanding. The vibrance was absolutely fantastic.
I've never been so happy to be walking about in the rain.
Yes, so the rain kept coming and going as it often does in Scotland. As they say, if you're not happy with the weather, just wait around a few minutes and it's likely to change. And it did, sometimes for the better, sometimes for the worse, in a vicious cycle, but all the better for photography. So that was it. It was time to head over to Luskentyre.
an incredibly important lesson about patience today, because previously I would have turned up at a spot, taken the shot, and I would have just taken the luck of the draw on what the weather was like at that time that I was there. But today I realised that all you have to do is wait. That's it, it's as simple as that. All you have to do is wait, and if the clouds are moving quick enough you won't have to wait long. But I waited about 15 minutes for some light at Seilibost for some light over Luskentyre beach, and the light came and it was a lovely shot. And then I waited another 10 minutes and the most beautiful rainbow appeared. Oh, I just slipped. I need to watch where I'm going. Yeah, sorry, light foot there. But yeah, and the most beautiful rainbow appeared to give me what I think is a fantastic shot. It's one of my favourites. And you know, I've always wanted a good rainbow shot, and I've tried, but I've rarely seen a rainbow when I've had my camera. It happened once in St Andrews, but there was just, I couldn't make it work. Without the rainbow it's a pretty terrible image. And today I was in the perfect location with the perfect rainbow, and it was just outstanding, all because I waited. If I pulled up at Seilibost and looked at the conditions at that time, took my shot and thought, oh, this is shite, oh well, the weather beats me again, then that would be me. And no doubt, as often has been the case, I'd drive home, and as I was driving home I'd see the outstanding conditions in my rear view mirror, and I'd just be a grumpy bastard from then on. It seems obvious. It seems obvious that you should wait, but one day. But apparently I was just too thick to grasp that fact. And finally, I get it. Bits that I wanted to show you from my trip. I know this might be a bit of a long video, but if you just hang on in there, we'll get started. So the next day I had some time before my flight home, and I went to the Black House Village at Giaranen, is it? Giaranen, maybe Giaranen. Anyway, it's the internet, so someone's going to correct me, aren't they? So if you want to butcher me in the comments over that, that's fine, go ahead. But there's a small entry fee to get in. It's part museum, it's part accommodation still. I think people actually lived in them up until like around about 1970s, if I remember correctly. It was a couple of months since I was there. I know I could Google it, but I'm not going to. You can do that. You've got Google, open another tab and away you go. Anyway, yes, so I believe some of it is still museum and some of it remains accommodation. A local was actually telling me that you need to be careful which ones you go into, because there has been cases where tourists have opened the door thinking it's all a museum, went in, and there's a family of tourists sitting trying to have their lunch. Awkward. No, I haven't showed you my car yet, the mean machine. J-Boat, as he shall be called. Hyundai i10. I think the 10 stands for horsepower, but if you can just picture it, 10 stallions pulling me up the hills of Harris does the job. Alexa, tell us a joke.
Two dogs walk into a bar. The first dog asks for a shot of whiskey. The second dog looks at him and says, "Wait a minute, you can talk."
Okay, Alexa's going in the bin. Right, well, as always, my congratulations to you for making it this far and sticking it out, but I think it's time to conclude this and wrap it up. So let me see, what have we got next time? Next time I am going to be on the Jacobite family trip to Fort William, so there's always good photography locations there, so that's going to happen. We'll ride the Jacobite, we'll photograph the Jacobite. It should be a good one. So if you want to subscribe, there's a button down below. It's the internet, it's been around for a while, I'm sure you know how it works by now. Alright, so I'll hopefully see you next time. Until then, I'll leave you with this. It's a bit of a fixer-upper, really, isn't it? There's a toilet. This toilet seat, I mean, it's a nice view around me, but I don't really have the privacy. It's a bit breezy.